Dun, 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 dun.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
What up, everybody? Sorry. Hey, what up, Brandon? How have you been? I've seen you've been playing Black Ops lately, right?
To de-stress.
I bet. Everyone seems to be like done playing Dead by Daylight since, you know, anniversary is no longer here, and everyone's like, "Who's my favorite character?" In Genshin? Good question. Probably Shenhe. Like my top 3 in this game, you got Shenhe for number 1, followed by, like character-wise, like based on their story and everything, be Shenhe, then Hu Tao, and then Tartaglia. Gameplay-wise, I mean, Ganyu, Razor, and Shokumi's alright. Yeah, probably Kuchu maybe. Just so many good characters in this game. Also, since I'm finally streaming this game, I can show off that I got rank 10 with Hayato. Never played this game before? It's all good, Shark. I have to play like every single game that I play, that's for sure. Also, I'm surprised, Brandon, that you play this game a hard Chi-Chi main. A lot of people make fun of Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi was my first 5-star in this game, and I used her quite a bit. But I seem to remember, like, isn't it everyone in Dale's friend group like usually make fun about this game? Like, I just kind of quietly sit there whenever this game gets brought up because I'm just like, yeah, I play this game way too much. But, where's a food from Carefish? Better heals up there? Nice. I'm actually a little surprised that you play this since those group usually jokes around about it. But I think it's a fun game. Like, I really do think that's a really fun game and the story is enjoyable. I just think what needs to be made fun of is probably a lot of the gacha mechanics. Because just gamblers. It's funny, I was talking to one of my coworkers today about,
We're way behind schedule.
oh my gosh, what was it? We were talking about gambler's addiction. Because one of my coworkers mentioned today that he plays Fate Grand Order and said he tried Genshin for a little bit, but realized how addictive, like he said he enjoyed the game for what it was, but was having so much trouble with not spending money to roll for things. And I was like, welcome to my life in this game.
A fresh maneuver, rest and rebuild.
Dude, that's what
Born of ice and frost.
Ooh, what JRPG did you buy, Shark? What'd you buy? I'm interested. We were also talking about like RPGs and
Next
such.
on the agenda.
I need more RPGs that I want to play. Maybe some stuff for the future. Bill tried getting into it and didn't stick with him. I mean, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, sometimes this game just doesn't stick with people, and that's perfectly okay. Plus, there's just a lot of content now. So, but yeah, the one dude at my work plays Fate Grand Order, and I was like, oh, I've heard about that game and getting into that. Good luck. Game called Mono. Never heard of it.
Behind schedule.
I'm intrigued. This is a fire mate, right? Pyro. So, you can tell that I play this game a lot when I know exactly who is. I think out of that entire list, I know just you. I think I sorta met Giselle the other day during because Dale was playing Dead by Daylight. I think Giselle joined for. I don't think I know who Kirsten, Steamy, or. It's a fun time. I mean, you can see I'm addicted to it when I'm AR60. But you should totally add me. Just saying. Go to the bottom right. Then you can like invade and just do whatever the fuck you want to do, you know? Pocket Potatoes is Joe. Got it. Okay, never mind. I know who Joe. I was like, I know who that person is. Those are all excellent. I should remember. The first hour of the game, it seems fine. See, that's the thing is this. A lot of people give this game shit because of Hoyoverse, and they give it a lot of shit because of the fact that it's a gacha game. And it's like, and the fandom. And I think the big one, I don't know why this entire time I was forgetting about the fandom being crazy. But like the fandom being legitimately insane is kinda, you know, kinda crazy. But like, I enjoy the game for what it is, honestly. Like Gambler's Addiction and everything aside. I think that this is just honestly a really fun game at its core. And that's why I enjoy the fact that these streams are usually smaller for me. Because that means I don't have to really interact with too many of the crazies who are part of the community.
Thank you for.
Like I'm just in my own little corner, just doing my thing. I don't play that much, but I play it every single day because addiction. Oh, you're talking about Monarch now again, Genshin Impact? Gotcha. Let me check it out. Let me see. Monarch game. Is it a board game? Probably. Let me hold on. It's probably on Steam, right? Is it Steam or is it a board game? Come on. First thing that popped up. We're not gonna talk about it. Oh, the drum event's almost done. That was fun. Go to quest. Get to talk to Catherine. We got. I was hearing ringing. I have it on PS5, but I don't know if it's on Steam. Monarch game PS5. Oh, you were spelling it Monarch like an actual. You were spelling it like an actual like Monarch king. Also, we're gonna do Yolan's quest today, I guess too.
Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time.
Oh, hey, Hoishin. Long time no see.
I forgot that there's a story quest I still need to do.
Meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But
Oh, it's an
I've
NIS
been
American game.
feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated.
What's wrong, miss?
It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Ooh, that's
What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days. He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me? He seems very fond of you, too.
so.
I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go.
I just realized where I've like heard that before. I was like, man, that game sounds familiar. I'm subscribed to NIS America's mailing list. Wait, where am I going? What's happening? Li's over there. Zhongli! You too. Ask about something. Would you mind waiting for a moment? I'm currently in the middle of something. What are you busy with? Speaking of which, I think you managed to return so quickly. What speed? So these are your friends. They often come here looking for old acquaintances of mine. Splendid. Since you two are also here, could you help me persuade Zhongli to sell his archaic stone, please? Archaic stone? What would you want one of those for? Do you not know archaic stone is highly sought after now? It's not even a matter of price, for there is barely any supply in the market. I was telling stories as usual today, and Zhongli dropped by as usual. Somehow we talked about my Through the Eyes of the Dragon, one of my finest works, if I do say so myself. Give me that story. It's a good one, isn't it? Zhongli always says that my storytelling is superb. At first I thought he was just a erudite gentleman who knew a lot about folk culture, but as it turns out, he's also well versed in history and mythology. Now I often trouble him with the various questions I got. Pleasure's all mine. Don't be so modest, you've helped me a lot. But come to think of it, the act of chatting is pleasurable only because you're talking to the right person. Zhongli, for instance, is a good chatting companion with many fantastic ideas, and, to be honest, lots of far-fetched theories too. There was one time I told him, see, my story first tells of how Rex Lapis carved Aztaha out of a magical rock, and then elaborates on how they fought side by side across the four corners of the world. Isn't that just mesmerizing? Yet he said the story is a true masterpiece, save for some inaccurate detail. According to some researchers, Rex Lapis may have not possessed the skills required to create such a work of craftsmanship. What a bummer. And there was also another time when I told him about the serpent of the Jigsaw village. He didn't buy the story at all, saying it was too good to be true for the serpent to transform into a beautiful landscape. I wonder if too much knowledge can stifle imagination. What a shame that someone as well cultured as Zhongli should fail to appreciate the aesthetics of artistic creation. I can hardly object to your criticism, so keep it in mind. But your story is always marked by wild imagination. Just point out what I notice as an ordinary listener. I hope that it might be of use to you. Since storytelling requires a sharp mind, I'm sure a storyteller such as you can certainly understand where I'm coming. Those are the heartfelt reactions from a devoted audience. Alright, I know your good intentions. You wanted me to become the expert storyteller in Liwa Harbor, right? Nope. Why are we talking about stories here? What has this got to do with archaic stone? Oh yes, back on top. So I told Through the Eyes of the Dragon again. Aren't you even worried that your audience will get bored if you always tell the same story? Some stories are worth being told time after time, forever and ever. Stories are meant to be told repeatedly. It takes time and creativity to come up with new plots after all. See, Zhongli really gets me. Anyway, that day a miner, the leader of the mining crew, was out for work and happened to pass by while I was telling the story. He told me, well, do you know about the chasm? There's a type of incredibly beautiful stone to be found in that place. Such stones have a faint and exquisite luster. You can find them somewhere in a long and winding tunnel in the chasm. What do you say? I think tunnel is the word, right? You could probably say that. The chasm must be quite the mysterious place. If even someone as well traveled as Zhongli is there, I guess that's got to be because no one was allowed to go in until recently when mining operations resumed. I only heard about that from others. Yes, indeed. The miner said that the sun springs forth within a tunnel. No one knows who built it. All they know is that the tunnel meanders forward as if created by someone dragging something colossal down. The sheer view of it is most awe-inspiring, apparently. Some say that the place might have perhaps been an ancient battlefield. But who fought there? We may never know, so I thought that Rex Lapis and Aztaha could have fought there. Actually, I've been working on a new story lately. It'd be nice if I could put this plot into it, so I thought. So I invited Zhongli over for his ideas, and to my surprise, he's in the possession of an archaic stone. He said he bought it from a merchant at the market. He's got good taste, and he wouldn't miss a true treasure. I was thinking that the stone could make an ideal testament to my story. If Zhongli doesn't object, I'd like to purchase the stone as a memento. Zhongli, are you really going to sell him the stone? Yes, Dan is an ingenious storyteller, and I enjoy his stories very much. It's my pleasure to be able to contribute to his creation. That said, if I sold him the stone, it would undermine the credibility of his story. As we have discussed before, Rex Lapis sealed Aztaha underground. According to experts, there are many caves and mining tunnels in the chasm. It would be a constant disturbance to people there if Aztaha really was sealed there. Would Rex Lapis not have considered that? That makes sense. You're right, Rex Lapis wouldn't have done something so careless. Good point. To be honest, I wanted to exchange my favorite folding fan for Zhongli's archaic stone. Huh? There's no station on it. I love to have this fan in hand while telling Through the Eyes of the Dragon. Upon it is drawn a dragon soaring into the skies, body free to roam the world, and spirit unbound to aim high. It's an inspiring view. Oh, this sort of fan is really rare, you know? Even Paimon wants it now. Alright, don't we have an archaic stone too? Really? Would you mind giving it to me? You can have my folding fan. But I have a word. The archaic stone is precious indeed. Your folding fan is also a work of art. I would advise against exchanging them as you would ordinary goods. Well, if you say so. Actually, you know, I have more than one such fan. You drew the illustrations on them, and that already makes them special. Anyone who enjoys your storytelling will rejoice if they were given such a generous gift. Really? And you're right. Truly I'm fortunate to have devoted listeners who understand my story. I couldn't ask for more than that, could I? To be honest, I made these fans so that I could one day gift them like-minded audience. You certainly are such audiences. They were always meant to be yours. Please wait here for me to find. What is this quest that I'm doing? Are you certain? And you certainly are such audiences, so they were always meant to be yours. Please wait here for me to fetch them. Can I really keep this? Of course, you are my audience, and that makes you a worthy recipient. Besides, I've made several such fans. Don't worry. Take it. And Zhongli, there's no need to be formal with me either. Just a handmade fan. I hope it's not too meager a gift for you. I'll gladly take it. An exquisite work of art indeed. It's truly something worth treasuring. Actually, we came to ask Zhongli about something. Can we talk to him for a moment? Have I taken up too much of your time? Oh dear. And then please go on ahead. There's no need to apologize. You have my gratitude. There's so much. Zhongli, were you at the chasm? And you saved us too, didn't you? Zhao also said that he wouldn't have been able to escape without your help. Oh, did he say so? Interesting. How time flies. Even he has learned to open up to others. So what were you doing at the chasm? Was I at the chasm? I'm curious. I must admit that this is the first time that I'm hearing of such a thing. Oh, stop playing dumb. Why would I play dumb? This fan is of high quality indeed. Zhongli, now that I'm on vacation, I just take my time and walk around. I'd say that anything I run into is a happenstance of fate, for which I shall take no credit. Come to think of it, it's nice to travel to different places and witness many things in this vast world. They always bring old memories back. Is that path? Not at all. I'm immortal now, and being mortal means living in the present. A dragon soaring into the skies, its body free to roam the world, and its spirit unbound to aim high. Most inspiring indeed. With much to be perceived in the four corners of the world and much more to marvel at amongst mountains and waters, I believe we must travel still more in the future. Cool, I got a fan. I don't know why that happened. I think that was just the end of the other event. Hello. Can you tell me about this new event? It seems that the situation is getting worse over the last 2 days. The exploration team's movements will be limited as well. Who can I get to take this commission up? What's going on? Volican Paimon, your timing truly is impeccable. Impeccable, you say? Sounds like we got trouble on our hands again. For reasons unknown, some dark mud-like substance has been pouring out of the caverns and mines of the Cavuston. It's a very sudden affair, and the exploration team has yet to come up with any countermeasure, so investigations that have started and stopped several times. As such, Godive has asked the Adventurers Guild to send help. Dark mud stuff, isn't that thing from beneath the chasm? That's exactly the substance I speak of. I do not know why it has reached the caverns and mines, but either way, the exploration team's progress has been stymied. And even then, their day-to-day movements have been affected. After all, they rely heavily on the mining tunnels for the transportation of goods and materials. How long has this been going on? For some time now. Godive says that he's found a researcher from Sumeru who can help him out. That researcher seems to need help himself. I must admit that has been troubling me ever since. You know, Godive probably pays pretty well. Has no one stepped forward? No, I'm afraid mostly owing to the extreme danger that the dark mud possesses. Quite a few people actually came on account of their reward. But the moment they heard about was the chasm, they quickly declined. To make things trickier, most adventurers are not very familiar with the chasm's layout. The one who accepts this commission will have to be someone with no fear of danger who knows the chasm like the back of their hand. Me! And just as I was puzzling over this matter, you two dropped. That's how it is. Things do seem quite serious, Volica. Well, let's go have a look. Let's go now, shall we? How about that? Godive did say that you just have to look for the other researcher from Sumeru. Or to quote him verbatim, if anyone's willing to help, tell me to go to the campsite at the chasm. The guy will be there prepping, just as usual. We'll be off. Thank you, the chasm. Safety is in your hands. So much stuff to do. Go around. The only other NIS America localized games I played are Legends of Heroes Cold Steel games. I own a few like collector's edition from NIS America. I probably, knowing me, looking at Monarch, if I knew about Monarch, I probably would have gotten the collector's edition. But I'm also broke, so probably shouldn't. But I probably would have. I didn't think that the environment here would be so unique. In that case, the energy system of the Persina Spike will. Volica and Paimon, it's been a while. Why are the two of you here at the chasm? Actually, I do recall Godive saying that you helped the exploration team out a lot. It said the situation in the chasm has been worsening. It's no place for a walk in the bark. Wait, you are? Oh, come on, didn't we just meet a short while ago? I mean, I do always end up asking for your help. There's no reason to pretend that you don't recognize me. Oh, forget it. In that case, allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Hosidi, researcher at the Academia. I've been working on a device known as the Energy Amplifier. I even went to Inazuma to do some reference work. However, I run out of operating funds for my research, so I have to return to a student. Okay, Paimon thinks he remembers you now. You do? You're Amplifier Man. I'm quite sure that I've never introduced myself. Whatever the case, I received a request from a fellow researcher named Godive. I owe him a favor regarding research funds from way back. So I'm here at the chasm to help him solve this problem. Well, I hope that explanation is clear enough, in which case we ask the question. Where are you two at the chasm? Oh, commissions. Ah, so that's you. I think I was worried when Kadive mentioned that he was going to get some people to help. Since it's you, I guess there's nothing to worry about. I must admit that if I were to attempt to resolve the Dark Mud issue here at the chasm myself, it would take a lot of time and energy. With your help, our odds are, well, higher. What do you need us to do? You've heard of the Persina Spike, right? A device that can release energy that disrupts the ley line. According to my hypothesis, we can place the spike at points where the Dark Mud is pouring out of to disrupt the ley line movements and clear it away. Is Dark Mud even related to ley lines? Well, they did appear based on anomalies in the ley line, so it's very likely that they are related. That's what Kadive and I have discussed anyway. We can use the spike to disrupt or even close the openings that allow the ley lines here to access the external element, which will stop the Dark Mud. See? However, we were previously just using the spikes to disrupt the ley lines. This is the first time I'm using the spikes to seal them. I've done some estimations and adjusted some of the spike's parameters. In theory, nothing should go wrong. But theory is, as you know, ultimate theory, and theories must all be tested. I was just thinking of beginning the initialization process, in fact, but it has some risks. Alright, leave it to you. I'll observe you from the sides. So it's essentially... So this is the Persina Spike event, just... else. Dark Mud, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Monsters will attack the Persina Spike constantly, and the surrounding areas of flood water. I am stupid. I am dumb. Oh my lord. I'm really stupid.
Allow me.
Oh, really? I need lights. I need light. Excuse me. I need this, please. Thank you. I was like, hold up a second. Fucking... I was like, I have the ability to just let these guys out.
Let's move out. Rest and revamp.
I taste blood.
You guys empowered. I'm like, where is the darkness? Also, Cheese, are you still here? Oh, this is a...
Hold the line.
Is anyone who plays this game, if you are here, and you have the traveling salesman in your Serenity pot,
Stand with me.
that's pretty quickly. Sir, her shield's gone. Bada bing, bada boo. Easy. Did you say that theoretically there wouldn't be any problems? Like wound up causing the Dark Mud to gush out instead? Is that how it is? I think that I did not factor the ground into my calculation. Ah, what an error. Factor the ground into your calculations. Right, our previous experiments all took place in softer soil. Within the chasm, the medium through which the spike's energy travels is not soil but rock, which has very different properties. This caused a major discrepancy between the earlier calculations and the actual result. Indeed, theory is not a mere matter of imagination. Instead, it must be grounded and proven in reality. This proving process seems kind of dangerous, though. Also, why did so much mud come out all at once? Indeed, this place is quite far from the mining complex. The mud really shouldn't be flowing all the way here. The situation must be more urgent than we imagine. Also, the Persina Spike has a definite effect on environments affected by the Dark Mud. This shows that the mud's proliferation is, as I guessed, an issue that stems from the ley lines. This proves the need for experimentation and proof, does it not? Of course, if I had done the experiment myself, I would have wound up being attacked by the monster. Not that I worry about being injured, that would be a small loss compared to any damage that might be done to the Persina Spike. How would I answer to our great tutor Fairness, or my fellow researchers in the Kasara? What a pineapple. You should pay more attention to your own safety. True, the data we've collected can be used to adjust the results of our calculations. Now, the solutions to these interfering parameters, I believe there are 4 such methods, but there should be only one that will prove the most effective. Thank you so much for helping me with this test run, Volika. I'll make some adjustments to the previous. Later, it can be moved into the mining complex, where operations can then begin. Moving it to the mining complex? Well, no, I had agreed with Godive to hire some of the local miners here. When they heard that my objective was to resolve the issue of the dark mud, they refused any payment. I've spoken to Godive and Munig from the Ministry of Civil Affairs, however. More will still go to them as company. Of course, I'll need you to help start the machine up once it reaches the test. Okie dokie. Wait until the next. So many sheeple boops. Ah. Essential sheeple boops. Oh man, so they're better than regular sheeple boops? They're essential. Wait a second. What are you doing? Oh, so it's literally just... Okay. It's literally just going from place to place, defending it, huh? Let's see what happens if we bring the new team, the new blood in here. Wait, what's today's date? Today's Friday, right? That's gotta be. Is today Friday or Saturday? Saturday, July. Okay. See if I can do this with the new team. You're here. We're here to help. I was just checking the Persina Spike. I must say that Lua's miners are made of stern stuff. Just 2 of them were enough to transport the Spike here. Since the Spike has some very fine moving parts, I need to check if it's been affected while in transit. Hurry though, everything should be fine. That's what you said last time too, and you nearly got Paimon to look into deep trouble. Well, I did also say that there is a difference between theory and reality. However, I made sure to check everything before you came. Everything has been prepared, and once initialized in operation, the Spike will need not any initial elemental energy input to maintain its charging. Wait, it doesn't need any initial energy? Yes, before I had to adapt it to Inazuma's environment, so I modified it such that it could only charge and operate through the use of electric. However, that is not the original operating mode of the Persina Spike. Originally, it was intended to function in this sort of environment. In fact, its dark mud is its power source. Mud provides power to the Spike? Right, why the Spike is perfectly suited for solving this issue. Consider it, this dark mud issue we're having in the chasm has both symptom and source, both of which must be resolved. Of these, the source is the ley lines? Exactly. As such, we must nip the problem in the bud by sealing the openings in the ley lines through which the dark mud is spewing out. Of course, the sealing of the ley lines will not completely solve the problem of the dark mud that has already come out. However, the Persina Spike has the ability to absorb the energy within the dark mud and decrease its power as a contaminant. That is what we call fixing the symptom. This way, the dark mud that has already reached the surface will serve as a power source for Persina Spike, and as the Spike continues operation, it will close the ley lines from which the mud is spewing. As for those monsters who have been affected by mud due to long-term exposure, they'll lose the enhancements they get from it and be weakened. Ooh, that's 3 birds, 1 stone. You know what? This Persui Spiky is better than Paimon thought. Called Persina Spike. Persina's brilliance truly is such that one might almost believe the Spike was specifically made to solve problems such as these. If that guess of mine is true, then this whole process of solving the dark mud problem could serve as valuable experimental data in the future. Who knows? Their research might even allow me to discover some hitherto unknown principles behind how Persina could affect the ley lines using certain devices. The subject has great value, honestly. If I could win the Academia's Invictus Prize with that, that'd be wonderful. That is the prize that the Academia gives out specially to young researchers. Every year, the sages will go over the research reports sent in and cast votes to select the winner. The criteria for winning are that the subject must be groundbreaking, creative, and that the person sending the report must have great potential and be under 40 years old. All those who have won the Kavikavis prize while under the age of 40 will go on to win great renown in the academia. That sounds awesome. Well, let's start the spike up right now. Let's solve our problem. That said, please take note, Filica, that while the Prasina spike is a very impressive piece of equipment, it's also quite interesting and fragile. If it is hit while operating, or if it's submerged by dark mud, which can cause fouling, the spike will turn off automatically, preventing you from damage. As such, please beware of the mud and of the monsters. Got it. Alright, let's see if, oh. Oh, that's nice.
Rain outlines your...
Burst forth. Stabilize.
We're gonna see if this works.
I will have order.
We're gonna see how well this works.
Stabilize. Come into being. Solidify.
No, my sword!
Yeah. Live.
Fire, fire, pants on fire!
Okay. This is seeming going well.
Witness the power of Guhua!
Come into being. Order guide you.
I feel like this team is actually hella strong.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Rain cutter! Time to go!
Dude, holy crap, Butao is actually kind of cracked. Holy crap, he's insane!
Burst forth. Stabilize.
This isn't good!
She's actually insane!
Phew!
The girl's actually cracked.
Frost over! See?
Let me weave you a verse. Rain out.
Live.
So before I do anything with Butao, I really just need to make sure that she like has all the buffs from everybody. She's actually cracked. She's...
Go!
Holy crap. Oh, I love this new team. This new team's great. The effects are better than I thought. We recorded all the phenomena we've seen, the data we collected. Most importantly, the dark mud is completely cleared. It's just that, oh, why do you look so unhappy? Is it a bad thing that the mining complex is all clean? Let me think. Well, when Godiva and I analyzed the situation previously, we believe that the opening in the ley lines through which the dark mud came should be here. I don't think that such an opening would have been this easy to clear out. So the true entry point must be elsewhere. And in this case, the affected areas also include the front mine. Exactly. This means that the point through which the dark mud is flowing in is in the tunnels. Such areas will be far more narrow, allowing for greater buildup of the mud, making it easier for monsters to swarm in, thus worsening our problems. Still have full faith in the Prasina spike. It is, after all, Prasina's great creation. Somebody do a little bit of maintenance work on it first. I'll call the miners who agreed to move the spike into the tunnels over. Cool. Not too done. Now, next day. Also, Pineapple, how's your day been today? Oh, does this give me more? I was about to say, I think that... You're just in time, Velica. We were just discussing how to move the Persina spike in. I must say, however, that the situation is far more serious than we anticipated. This is bad. There's too much dark mud here, and it's a problem with monsters attracted by the mud. We can't move the spike in. We can't find any path forward at all. It's still a long way off for the mining tunnels. Come on, we gotta try again. If it still doesn't work out, let's go back out there and grab a few more buddies to help out. I mean, am I not too the mining superstar? I can carve through a mountain with but a few swings of my pickaxe. These monsters are no match for me. Let's get moving. Keep on faking. We'll see how much redder your face can get from all that coughing. Nonsense side. Or coughing. Can't proceed any further in. Long-term exposure to this mud will have severe consequences. The large number of monsters makes things even more dangerous. But we all saw it, didn't we? Put the machine in the mining complex and it was cleaned up just like that. If we could just get rid of all this mud sooner. This isn't the time to be prizing speedy solutions. Whether it be in experiments or in problem solving, proceeding without preparation and proper examination is too rash. One mistake could cost lives. Your own life is of utmost importance. This is one of the basic axioms of the Academia's lab manual. As a researcher from the Academia, I cannot simply stand by and allow such foolhardiness. But if we stop, who's going to do something about all this mud? If it continues to attract these monsters, it wouldn't matter if we brought another 20 people. We wouldn't make it any headway. Let me think. If this really is unworkable, we could activate the spike once more over here first. Here? That's right, I just gave the dark mud emissions a once-over, and though they are faster than how they were the day before in the mining complex, this is not yet the heart of the problem. The purification rate should be quicker than the rate at which the dark mud can flow out. Those monsters in the chasm were attracted by the dark mud. I suspect that they must be affected by its energy. So setting the spike up here and decreasing the mud's influence in the vicinity should also be of help to you, Volca. If you can clear the mud out, the monsters should stop congregating. As it's happened, we can try moving the spike further in. Let's do it. You two head back to camp and rest. We'll have need of you. Come on, I don't need rest yet. It's not time for the mining superstar to lay his pickaxe down just yet. If it's clearing monsters, I can help out too. Quite the tough guy act already. I've seen this pattern of yours before. This is Velica we're talking about. When she gets to fixing things, there's little people like you and I have to. We'll leave the dark mud in the area to view. Velica. Got it. Ah yes, Velica, this entire area is covered in mud. The situation is far worse than I thought. There are also a lot of monsters nearby. Stay on your toes. I'll deal with it. No, I mean stay on your toes regarding the spike. I have full confidence in your ability, less so in that the awesome yet fragile. Please make sure that the spike makes it through unscathed. Sure, so I heard a noise. Why did I hear a noise? I heard a weird noise. Alright, what's going on with this one? As defeated alien opponents with the time limit, the cyber operation release sharp graves, they'll do damage to opponents, and
Stabilize. I will have order. Come into being. Witness my great undertaking.
No, my sword! Ring cutter!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Time to go!
Get the heels going!
This is order. Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Wow, that missed. No, it didn't.
Let me weave you a verse.
Got it.
Go! Rain outlines your fate.
Stabilize.
Hi, Blossy. How are you?
I will have order.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Doing all right? That's good.
Body and mind.
Stabilize. This is order.
Live! Moment of birth.
Ring cutter. Know my sword. This isn't good.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Well, that's good to hear that you're doing all right, Blossy. Always a good time when you're here.
Let me weave you a verse.
Come into being.
Gather.
Cross over.
See how fast we can mess this guy up. Holy crap. Look at this! Hu Tao is insane!
Burst forth. Witness my great
He's
undertaking.
insane! Or she's insane.
Solidify.
They're all insane.
Rain outlines your fate.
Holy crap.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Go.
Actually, Hu Tao is actually insane! Oh my lord, this team is incredible. Why, as I should have expected of you, I suppose. Now the dark mud and monsters are gone, with minimal damage to the Pristina spike. But I'm most glad that you were one that could have got to help us out. If there were anyone else, I doubt they could have solved this issue quite so handily. I'm good at what I do. Indeed, that is plain to see. The two miners, Tu and Hao, have been headed back to rest. Looks like it'll be difficult to move the spike back right away. Clearing the mud out as we go isn't a good idea either. The closer we get to the area venting the mud, the more intense the rate at which it'll just keep flowing out. We have to stop this problem directly at its source. Looks like we need another solution. Yeah, no, it's a new team. I looked it up to try to get an idea of like what we need to do. I am excited. This is a good team. I'm loving it. Also, I just want to say, I am fully aware that there is new, there is stuff regarding 2.6. Or sorry, 3.0. Sorry, 3.0. But I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know anything and I haven't seen it. Arsenia, are you alright? I think I must be feeling the effects myself. Must have stayed here too long while thinking about how to move the Pristina spike towards the ley line rubber. Not a big deal though. I've had some rest and I'm much better already. At the same time, I also thought of a solution. It's just that, well, I must say that finding a way to move the Pristina spike around is actually not as hard as finding excuses to extend reports to mission dates. Since the mud covers the ground, we can make it float just a little by using hot air balloons and transport the spike that way. That sounds like a pretty good idea. Of course, this will help us solve our dark mud problem to some extent, but in areas where it has blocked up the tunnel, we might still have trouble getting the hot air balloon through. And this is without speaking the monsters that the mud will attract. I'm afraid that we'll have to leave such things to you. Don't worry, between Paimon and Volika, all these monsters won't even know what hit them. Just started the show with Paimon. Yeah, well, Paimon's mostly just cheering down from the sides, you know. I'd think that laughing just a little would make me cough this. Whatever the case, Tu and Hao are packaging the Pristina spike and getting the balloon ready. I'd have packaged the Pristina spike myself, but the mere effort of standing up for a while was enough to send me into cough. How embarrassing. Looks like I have to train my body as well as my academic mind in the future. Don't look for them. Okadaki. I love how their names is just Hu Tao, but switch. So weird. Hey Volko, you're just in time. We're done wrapping this thing up. Guess that dude from Sumer's explained how we're going to use this hot air balloon? Come on, Osini's not some dude from Sumeru. He's here trying to help us with Dark Mud. Can't you have a bit more respect? Hey, this is just a friendly form of address. Right, whatever. The balloon can be used, and the purification device has also been prepared. Well, look, if you need the help in the mining superstar, actually, never mind, I can't really help right now. At least you got some self-awareness. Go get some rest. Whatever the case, if you want to start moving the device, just start the hot air balloon right up. Yay, hot air balloon! Just an animal slime. Put the hot air balloon to its destination, whatever. Can do anything to the host?
Stabilize.
Fine.
Higher, pants on fire. Go.
Did that just do 50,000 damage to that one enemy?
Go.
I feel like it just said that it just did 50,000 damage to that one enemy.
Quake. Stabilize.
Not a big fan of these escort missions, but
Let me weave you a birth.
Live! Moment of birth.
See?
it's just insane damage. I just gotta be very aware of like how long the shield, Zhongli shield lasts.
Rise.
But other than
I
that,
will have order.
pretty good. Also, Zhongli
Solidify.
does some insane damage. This team is kinda crap.
Time to act.
No lie.
No, my sword.
Time to go.
Look at this! This is insane! She's killing things faster than Ganyu ever could.
Rain outlines your fate.
The only thing I suck against is kind of Geo, but then again, I can just use Zhongli. Because look at this.
Stabilize.
Boom. Alright, I thought it was gonna work. It didn't, but it's fine. It's fine. Come fly with me, flying air balloon thing. Oh, is this really where it has to go? Wow, we did this so fast. We did this so fast. He says as he realizes the mistake.
This
but
is order. Stabilize.
Rain cutter. Huh?
Witness my great undertaking.
Cross over.
Stabilize.
Come into being.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Live. Ha. Ha.
Bada bing, bada boom. Done. Done. Let's go. Kicking butt. Well, the spike has finally been placed. According to my estimations, this should be the opening through which the ley lines are overflowing. If we can get the spike up and running here, we can affect the ley lines such that the opening can be closed. I believe that this will solve our problem for good. We start now then? No, we cannot. We must perform another round of checks. We cannot afford to have another problem like the one we faced during the test. As the spike is ready, we'll be rid of this terrible mud and the monsters that come with it. Good to know, buddy. Want me to wait another day?
Rain cutter.
Burst forth.
Just not getting screwed. So it wants me to wait till the next day again? Meow. Oh, there's the Pristina Spike right there. It just spawned in. Pristina Spike's like, oh, we're here. We're here. I swear, I made it. I swear. Orsini, where are you? There you are. Oh, buddy, you're finally back. Yes, I am. How's your investigations going? The spike adjustments have been completed. I'm still a little worried, but we can only leave it there in the tunnel. I've asked Godive to make some medicine for Tao and How as well. It's up to you, Volca. Initiate the spike until the openings to which the dark mud is gushing out. Honestly, when Godive first came to me for help, I thought to myself, I'd just pack the spike up and head to Sumer if things didn't work out. In any case, we had done experiments on the Pristina spike already, more than enough to have data that could support a full report. But Tu and How, if I left them here, they would have to deal with this dangerous dark mud for the rest of the day. I decided that if my research could not help them and it was only good for publishing reports, it would not be worth very much at all. That's why I decided to find some way to stop the ley lines from spewing this mud. I must admit that coming into contact with this mud was something of a wake-up call for me as well. I believe in your strength. The areas the mud flows freely are still very dangerous. Be careful. Got it. I was talking about you. The spike can indeed decrease the effect the mud has on the monsters that deployed the ley line rupture. But the monsters that have been attracted there too are just too numerous. So please, you have to take care of yourself. Aw, he cares about us. Good old Hosini. We're gonna activate this so that way we have... Alright, what's this final one? Beating stronger, certain stronger opponents will get more points. So we get points! Let's go! Point time!
Nick! Moment of birth.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your... Time to go!
Time to fuck it up.
No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Burst forth.
Literally, the Geoslimes are the only thing that makes me stuck with everything else.
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Rain outlines your...
Higher, higher, pants on fire! Go!
Got it.
Go!
Well, this is just a time thing.
Rain cutter!
Kicking butt. She's kind of insane. Oh, hello.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Cross over!
Dude, these are the fastest I think I've ever, like, defeated these rune guards. This is actually, like, insanely fast.
Let me weave you a verse.
This is insane.
Crumble. Order guide you.
This is insane.
Come into being.
Huh?
Higher, higher, pants on fire! See?
Alright, let's see how fast we can defeat this rune guard. Look at this dude! He's already dead!
Rain cutter!
Feel this ancient power.
Cross over!
Holy crap! Holy crap! This is insane! That was incredible! I don't know if 6200 is actually that good, but that seemed insane. That seemed actually insane. Did you manage to operate the spike successfully? Yes. Oh, good. Though the Pristina spike cannot seal the opening in one go, as long as it is successful once, continued operation should not be an issue. This means that it really is just a matter of time before the opening closes completely. Our problem is therefore solved. Let's record this. For all I know, I may yet become a figure of some influence in the academia once the full research report of Pristina spike is submitted. I might even write it into my future memoirs. I can see it now. My experiments with the preternaturally skilled Volca at the castle. Eagerly waiting. Well, I feared I'm not hardly as good at writing stories as I am in reports. I only hope that you'll forgive any flaws in my work. Let's see if that's actually... Just want to see. That's done. 4,000. Oh my lord. We kicked booty. Booty was straight up kicked. Let's go. In fact, I actually think I would wager that I might be able to use this team to take on this. I actually wagered I can do that. Because I could grind this, honestly. Do I want to spend a crown on Zhongli? I'm like debating if I want to spend a crown on Zhongli. Because this team actually seems correct. Like, this might be a team that I use for a long time.
Rise! Gather!
Live!
Crumble!
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Gather!
Let me weave you a verse.
Moment of birth. Burst forth.
Solidify! This is order.
Come into being.
Does so much damage.
Burst forth.
Wow, I could actually solo it. For the first time in ages, I could actually solo this thing with a good team. I mean, I could have soloed it before, but this team is actually busted enough to do this. Also, I want to double check something. Just for reference's sake. That was 6 total.
Quake!
Actually, when you... Oh, sorry. Make a shield.
Solidify!
Dog's over!
I need to get better stuff for Hutao. Oh my word. This girl would just be going crazy.
Ring cutter.
I fucked
No,
that up.
my sword.
Come into being. Witness my great undertaking. Live!
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
This guy just getting destroyed.
Rain. Lines your fate.
Come into being.
Solidify. I will have order.
This is
Feel
just
this ancient power.
insane.
Ha! Burst forth. Ha!
Let me weave you a...
Live!
No, my soul!
Oh fuck! I didn't make a shield. I didn't make a shield.
Rise!
I'm like missing shields. Yeah, who does that? Whoops. My bad. I pressed the wrong button and I didn't make the shield in time. That's my bad. Because you need to have a shield on Hu Tao at any given point. That's insane how that's going. Alright, I just want to see how much the original resin gives. Because I actually rarely use original resin as it is. Wow, using condensed resin is actually kind of garbage. It was 4 and 4, and then that was 3 and 2. Yeah, condensed resin actually doesn't give you that much in comparison to original. I guess it's because of the time. You still get the correct companionship experience. That's it. Which, I mean, makes sense that I would...
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Live! Moment of birth.
Because you don't understand it? Well, I used it in the bat. How the team working out? Fucking phenomenal.
Come into being.
Solidify. I will have order.
Ring cutter!
I fucked up. That's fine.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
I'm not supposed to use Hu Tao's thing until like I have both corrections.
Solidify.
Come into being.
Witness the power of Google.
Order guide you.
That dude just narrowly avoided death. I just want everyone to see that he decided to barely avoid death. Kudos to this dude for barely avoiding a tragic
Burst
fate.
forth.
No, my sword!
Solidify.
Live.
Please, how are you doing? Geez, do you have a traveling salesman at your place right now?
Moment of birth.
Hu Tao very clearly almost... Yeah, so condensed resin? Oh, I guess it's just random? I guess it is just random at the end of the day. Because we got a 3-2, so then 2-2... I guess condensed resin is better. Just all random. Random. I think Zhongli's shield's just not that strong comparison to what I would.
Time to go.
Well, also I need to level out Steam. I just wish there was a better indicator for when she has a shield. and when she doesn't.
Come into being. Feel this ancient power.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate.
Does your stuff actually heal everybody? Remember. All at the same time. No.
I will have order. Gather.
Live. Witness my great undertaking.
Let me weave you a verse.
God's over. See?
See, this is going way better. Look at that. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, we pretty much did the thing that I wanted to do today, which is just, I really only wanted to do the event that was going to end tomorrow. Like, that's all I wanted to get done. And we're already done with that. That took no time at all. So now it's just a matter of what do we do now? We could go to Economia and do some stuff there.
Order guide you.
We still have some things to do there.
Go! Time to go! Ay-ya-ya!
Oh,
Rain
wrong button.
outlines your
Also
fate.
wrong button.
Burst forth.
Solidify.
Feel this ancient power. Ha!
Should we just go achievement hunting right now?
Live!
Oh, shit. That was not what I wanted to do.
Gather. This is order.
Huh? Huh. Witness the power.
Come into being. Ha!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
The sheer destruction of everything. The sheer destruction. It's insane. It's legitimately insane. Okay, I'm gonna hold off for right. Just for right now. But this team is crap. Love it. I think we do this. I think we try to get Zhongli up to level 10 on everything. There's so much we could do. There's so many options.
Add Astro.
All right. There is also something else we need to do. We're gonna give it a try. All right. So some of you may remember that there was an achievement that we've been trying to get for a while.
Let's go.
I'm going to try to get this achievement today. Let it be known. So, somebody in the previous stream of this game pointed out like what I could do to try to get said achievement. And it's a smart idea. However, they had it slightly wrong. The achievement we're going for is one called Melting Away, where you have to defeat a Cryo-Searson mage without killing with all their bats. There is a way to do this. And the person during the stream pointed out that what you should do is kill them essentially you just have to kill them before you essentially need to kill them when they have just all their things out. Just have them at low HP and then kill them when all the bad. However, you need to kill them without killing a single one of their bats, which we've tried numerous times, and we always seem to fail. However, I have good news. After watching a few videos, I think I have an idea of what we need. Yes, at long last, we might finally have the answer on how to get this dumb achievement. Our cryo-Searson made, buddy, should be right there. We're gonna just power up. Fuck. I killed one of them. You're essentially supposed to get them in a, You're essentially supposed to just knock them around so that way they fall down. But it is hard. It is very, very hard to hit. So it's essentially you just have to like knock them down a few times, which for some reason I suck at doing. And we accidentally killed him. So that's that idea scrap. So what else could we do right now? Let's check my achievements list. We could just go get some more achievements, which I think we will start doing some stuff regarding. It's still very cold for our boy. We'll go with new Team OP. There is another event going on right now, and we have Yolan's story quest. Cheese or Blossie, have either of you two done the quest for Yolana, like that quest, or no? Oh, here we go. The cat's
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
because I'd like to know how long that quest takes. Because we do have a lot of quests that we still gotta do. That's all on me. But if either of y'all have done Yolan's story quest, I would be fascinated to know how long it takes. Because if it takes 2 hours, like, we might do it. Let's see. My fortune. This. Says there. It sounds like there's a Sealy somewhere. All right, let's go figure this out. You, hello. It's an Electro Sealy friend. Get back here. There were Sango pearls here this entire time. Where the fuck did it go? Oh. I hope it didn't go up. There we go.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Boom. Komaki stuff is now done. At long last, we've finally done the Komaki thing. Let's see.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Yeah, you're frickin'
But where are the...
Osmanthus wine. Always about the Osmanthus wine. Go talk to ghost girl that we need to talk to.
Live! Stabilize!
Meanwhile, Hu Tao just destroying an entire thing.
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin.
Treasure pop. Interesting word. Not exactly the word I would use. There she is. I was like, where the fuck is this ghost? Hello, Una. Is that Abe? How did the mushrooms in your home fare? Don't go bother the priest again. I want to agree on my night time to ask. Sorry, I have my hands full taking care of my house. I'm most sorry. Sorry. Hello, Grady. You come on, get in here before you embarrass me. How did the fishing go? Nothing, you say. Oh, never mind. Our garden produce shall be enough. Well, not for the great Thunderbird's offering, but what is it? What in the world are you saying? The ceremony this year went well? The year to come will surely go well. The priest even said that we have a healthy child. Why are we talking about this now? Have you forgot what happened to Kama Clan? Calm down for a second. I want to forsake the great Thunderbird and be swallowed by the raging waves. Be my guest. Baby, my poor baby. Where in the world were you? Alright, well. That ghost is losing its mind. I hope everyone understands that Ghost Girl be losing her mind. Losing her shit. But we're getting there.
Go!
The flowers are all
This
set.
realm is...
Yeah, I know it's beginning to thrive.
If you ever...
Have any questions about your craft, feel free to ask me. Don't touch your butt. Why? Why, scary bird of the lamp?
This realm is...
Hi, I'm here to go buy some things. I would like all your flowers. Give me all your flowers. Boom!
If you ever...
Yeah, if you have any questions about the realm, yada yada yada. Alright, cool.
Go!
To the other side, where there's more things. What else can we do? Somebody's trying to join. I heard that noise. I heard that join noise. Was that a cheese? Like, I suspect cheese of doing cheese thing. I guess I could do the other. Really does not give me too much, but let's just do both events. We'll worry about the story quest a different day. Let's just see how this event goes, so that way I can get one out of the way. Hello, Fontaine boy. If that's the amount I'm getting for one of these, then I just need to sell 20,000 of them to pay off my debt. Simple as that. You seem to have some questions, I presume. What do you plan to sell? I plan to sell toys, but unfortunately the toys are yet to be produced. Please check them out once I have them ready. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, I have to go to the adventures. Duh. Hello. Traveler Paimon, you're right on cue. Right on cue for what? For a commission that's suited for you. I was just about to reach out to you. Commission that's suited for us? Don't tell Paimon that you want us to go look for things to drive hilly trails off, or to pick up some garbage up on the roof. Oh, don't misunderstand. The commission is indeed suited for you, and by suited I mean it's fun, and there are rich rewards to be had as well. Rich rewards? Being fun certainly doesn't seem important to Paimon, huh? Being fun is also important. So what is this commission about? The requester is a toy merchant from Fontaine. His name is Bertrand. He came to sell toys in Inazuma and is currently looking for an assistant to help him in toy making. I say as I move this over. He's a businessman, after all. That explains why he promised some very generous rewards when he put up the request at the Adventurers Guild. But he somehow can't leave Rito at the moment. Please go and ask him about the details of the commission. Sure, head over to Rito and look for him right away. How does a fucking commission go all the way from Rito to the Adventurers Guild? Just sends it by carrier pigeon? Please! I need help. Now I have everything ready. I sell each toy for thousands of more, then with tens of thousands of them sold, and easily earn tens of millions. Hello, are you Bertrand? Yes, I am. Are you two toy buyers who caught wind of my business? It's a shame that I can't sell you any toys yet because I haven't started mass production. But no worries, the production line is being built as of now. You can register and make a deposit if you're interested. I'll inform you when the toys are ready, and you can proceed to pay the balance. Hold your horses, we're not here to buy your toys. Oh, you aren't toy buyers? So if you got something to say, tell me quick. Don't waste my time. Be concise, my time is precious. Oh, what a change of attitude. You put up a request at the Adventurers Guild, didn't you? So you're the assistant sent by the Adventurers Guild. Welcome. You could have told me earlier. Yes, I did put up that request. How should I address you to? Some change of attitude again. Paimon is a Paimon. And how about you? Polika. Polika? I think I've heard this name somewhere. Were you once a wanted criminal too? More than once, actually. Well, I might have heard your name when the Tenryou commissions asked me to answer a few questions. What on earth did you do to get yourself arrested by the Tenryou commission? It was not a big deal. I just missed something when I made the last batch of toys. It really was a small mistake. Not a big deal, a small mistake. Those toys would explode if you triggered something inside them, that's all. Explode? It's really no biggie, no one got hurt. But the Dushin from the Tenryou Commission still confiscated my toys without a second thought. The way I see it, those toys could still be sold as lovely looking bombs. When I first arrived, I borrowed some more from the International Trade Association to start my business. Who would have thought that I would end up being confined to Rito? Not allowed to enter other areas of Inazuma. I obviously had this coming. Hang on, since you owe the International Trade Association money, how do you plan to pay us? You can rest assured I haven't spent all my money, and I can clear my debt once I'm able to produce toys again and get them sold. Then I can give you the rich rewards as promised. Is this really gonna work? I have some confidence in Inazuma's toy market. My toys were very popular before people realized they could explode. And you know what? They actually got even more popular after that. Anyways, if my plan still fails in the end, I'll pay off my debt by giving all the toys to Kurusu. Please lend me a hand. What do you want us to help you with? Well, all my toys are produced by this machine that I built, called one-of-a-kind, never-failing engineer-grade second-generation furnace-powered machine. Speaking of my one-of-a-kind, never-failing engineer second-generation furnace-powered machine, what a tongue twist. Yeah, let me time to think about it. Just call it the Great Machine. Wait a sec, this name is too short. It doesn't sound impressive at all. Sometimes the shorter it is, the easier it is to remember. Great Machine. Paimon thinks it rolls off the tongue very well. Okay, I've indeed been told that I've had bad taste in names. Take your word for it just this once. Paimon's taste in names isn't exactly any better. Hey. Anyways, my Great Machine can automatically analyze the materials added into it and then choose the most appropriate method to assemble them. The last time I added some strange mechanisms that caused the toys to explode. This time I've reflected on the mistake and rebuilt the machine. Theoretically speaking, it should be fine. Theoretically speaking. That's why I need people to test it. In all, the collection process involves 3 steps. Source material collection, elemental charge, and core activation. We need to collect things like cores and fruits and flowers as the base materials. Next, we infuse the materials with elemental energy to allow the process to move forward, and finally we power the materials with the energy drawn from the cores of elemental life forms. Today, let's try the first step, source material collection. Here, take this material collector. Remember to directly put anything you collect into the collector, lest it be contaminated by other elements. To me? Thanks, let me adjust the device one last time. I'm counting on you to collect materials. Okay. Collection of required materials. Collect the required materials. Okay. So, collect 3 ores in the go somewhere where we know for certain there is ore. Liwa?
Gather.
There's a doggo barking downstairs. The doggo be barking. F.
Stabilize.
Next we need some flour. Luckily we're like literally right next. Many fruits. Guess over here. Pretty good. About to say there's like sunsetia trees and everything everywhere, right? I don't. You know I play this game a lot. When I remember where frickin' sunsetia trees. Of all the things to remember in this video, I somehow remember where there's 2 sunsetia trees right next to each other. Am I addicted to this game? The short answer is yes. This is highly shocking to me that I somehow remember a lot of this. How's it going? Have you collected any materials? They're on the collector. All right, then let me add the materials to my one-of-a-kind never fit. It's the great machine. Fine, let me add the materials to the great machine. Let's see what happens. And what's next? With the machine go chug 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 and spell out the toys to crackle and kaboom? It's totally impossible. What are you thinking? That's only the first step of the 3 processes. We're far from getting stuck. Come on, gets it, so we need to complete all the processes. Yep, we need all 3 processes in order to produce. Look at you, always wanting a quick fix. It takes patience to make toys. We must infuse every process with what? Oh, Pema gets it. The toys are making after all, so we must infuse every process with passion. Yep, my passion for Mora. Listen, I'm richer than you'll ever be, fucker. Although that's not what Paimon was thinking, Paimon does share the sentiment. Paimon's just trying to make conversation. And Bertrand, what do we do next? Should we move on to the following processes? No worries, since I've recently adjusted the machine and this particular process hasn't been tested yet, I need to check if it works well with the material. If it requires some time, please come back. Hi, we're back. Bertrand! Welcome Paimon, Splinter first time. My one and only great machine is finally processing the materials you collected. Go. Welcome now, this is the machine that I created. Of course, there was no issues at all. My techniques were, after all, forged in the fires of Fontaine. Of course, none know the operation and workings of such devices better than we, the people of Fontaine. Blame the previous explosive nature of the product and rushed preparation and a lack of helping hands to help hoover up the necessary materials. Things will be different. So you say. If it still explodes, well, then my final deposit and the rest of my life will go up too. So even if you don't believe in me, you can have faith in my resolution to put my life on the line. You know, Paimon never thought that this toy-making thingamajig was supposed to require that much resolve. Well, regardless, we need to begin our next step in our work. For safety's sake, let me just ask you this first. Of the 3 processes, the one we have completed is source material collection. Now then, is the next step core collection, charge collection. Okay. Congratulations on being wrong. If you really did go out and do that, then you'd have a part in the collapse of my correct answer is elemental charge. Well, all in all, this elemental charge is essentially performed by being affected by elements while carrying the material collected. For example, I can stay in a river while collecting the collector to collect hydro. If I wanted to collect electro, need to be struck by lightning? Well, you know, you are adventurous. I believe that you have an adventurous constitution. So, our constitution and belief. To be honest, coming into contact with elemental life forms is probably our best. In my previous travels in Inazuma, I marked out 3 different locations frequented by elemental beings. I actually wanted to sneak over there by boat and make contact with those creatures myself, no help came. That's way too risky. Well, now that you're here, why don't you go try your luck in those... Yes, indeed. I believe I should leave this to you. Okay. This isn't even in Inazuma at all. He's like, I've marked out places in Inazuma. He said Inazuma? I'm on fire! Hydro. This is so weird. Like, hey, we need you to have stuff applied to you. Okay. Well, just stand. Have electro applied? Please tell me that this is just in the frickin'... Really? You're not gonna have me go into the oh my... I just think, right, it would be smarter if I go into the frickin' furnace place over. Like, that would be much easier.
Quake!
So there's electros time. There's nothing else other than electro. Alright. Well, that was easy. One in Mondstadt, one in Liwa, one in Inazuma. Alright, what's up? How are things going with the material collector? Operations are smooth, I trust? Collector 2 is my pride and joy, whether it be the collection of source materials as we did before, or the storage of elemental energies as it presently does. To all of them. To tell the truth, I've been having some thoughts about changing material collector's name. Palma thinks it's fine the way it is. Oh, it's... Really? I thought that it might be understanding the device's capabilities, honestly. Well, whatever the case, pass me the material collector just as before. The trial production run will require some observation, especially when in regard to use of elemental energy. We'll most likely be able to proceed only after the elemental reactions within the great machine stable. I'll be counting on you once that happens. Cool. Hot. Phew, that was close. So close. Yes, very close indeed. Bertrand, are you alright? You're sweating all over and you look like you just might have collapsed at any moment. I look like I might collapse, eh? No, I've already done so. Yes, indeed. What's going on? Almost. Thanks to some emergency adjustments performed triple quick time by yours truly, the process stable. The elements are beginning to slowly fuse with the source materials we collected as we speak. Indeed, that was a really close shave. If I hadn't been able to control the elemental energy, I'd probably be competing with the Nagano-Hara family fireworks for highest recorded altitude. I thought you said it won't explode. I said that the toys wouldn't explode. I never guaranteed that the machine that makes them would be similarly stable. But honestly, if it's thanks to your help in this experiment that we even got this far. If I had tried doing this at one go from the start, I don't think there'd be anything left of the great machine. Never mind there being any... Alright then, this is the final step, also known as core activation. I remember you mentioned this had to do with elemental creatures, right? Precisely. Elemental life forms are constantly being powered by elements. Collecting this motive force and adding it to a machine is the final step. I can make the toys and I can keep making. I can pay off my debt, earn a good sum, and live out my days in Inazuma in peace. And not going back to Fontaine? Fontaine. Well, Kapaimon, you've never been to Fontaine. I suppose if you had, you would know. For some people, it's the most convenient place to live, but for others, it is not but a place of grief and disappointment. The energy system there is very special, and no one knows how long it can be sustained. Thus, we must find alternative energy solutions before it all comes crashing down. And yet, change is even harder than we can imagine. The result of all this being, I must now research alternative energy alone and away from Fontaine. The Great Machine, too, is a product of that research, which is why it remains somewhat unstable and at risk of exploding if not handled with the utmost. But someday, I will find a good energy solution, and then I shall return to Fontaine. Bertrand, well, let's not talk about such things now. On to our final process. My standard of living in Inazuma before I can return to Fontaine depends on you. Okay. It sounds like Fontaine... Slimes, huh? Good place to fight. over here? I don't remember where any slimes. I'm racking my brain. Oh, I know where some slimes are. It sucks, like, it seems like Bertrand or Fontaine is actually, like, a really good place, but even still. It sounds like it's just not a good place. 2 specters? What's the best place to go about this? Because there should be 2 specters over. I don't really feel like fighting any of the Geo ones. Something tells me that I'm not super good at them.
Burst forth.
Can you come down here, please?
Live.
One. Four. It's almost like the other day when she was complaining about Spectre. Come over here.
Order
Fucker, I will
guide
do
you.
this.
Stabilize.
Can you come over here, please? This way, please.
Come into being. Moments of birth.
Defeat a hypostasis, eh? Wow. Honestly, we'll fight the hydro hypostasis, I guess. Like, admittedly, hypostasis is not terrible to fight, but like, meh. Just fought so many hypostasises in my life. I'm surprised John Lee. Shield going, but please, yep.
No, my sword!
Live.
Solidify.
Higher, higher, pants on fire! Ay-ya-ya!
I just realized that I made a great mistake. This is going way better than I did.
Stabilize.
And that gets. Oh.
Solidify.
Come into being.
will have order.
Ah. We were so close.
Rain outlines your...
Where are you, water droplet?
Live!
Rise!
Get out of here. We'll get this. This is... Oh, to Bertrand we go. Hey, we're ready. Alright, Bertrand. I want you to know that this hydrostasis was a lot more difficult. In case that's all our process is complete. How about this, Volca? I would like to be the one to place the material collector upon the machine. I have no idea what's going to be made. Oh, the expectation. Wait, you don't know what sort of toy will come out? Why, that's the fun of the great machine. It responds to and processes different materials differently. What you brought shall determine what gets made. So now, here you go. Is this really a toy made by the machine from Fontaine? Just doesn't fit with my image of Fontaine. Ah, but you see, making goods only in Fontaine's image is no way guaranteeing mercantile success. So the truth, this production process does include my various gleanings from studying local popular culture. After all, you must win the people's hearts to earn your welcome. Will this stuff really be popular, though? Now, I'm sure there might be some early misunderstandings, but so long as we preserve and continue to improve on our work, I'm sure that there will be someday be moved. Whatever the case may be, we have completed this first production. We find it fascinating. It's decent. All right. I see. So this is what we can produce using these material ratios. Well, in that case, I shall keep this in storage. Also, this voucher is for you. As for this voucher, you can use it to redeem a robot with the same design as this one for free. If you like this model, you need only redeem it using this voucher. Well, once we have established a stable production. This is our first robotic toy after all, so that there are still some examinations to be done. We can't be producing exploding gadgets all the time, can we? And now let's read the record of issues caused during the test. It seems that we must make some adjustments to improve our efficiency. You're actually pretty serious about all this, aren't you? Of course I am. As a person living alone in a faraway land, this machine and my creativity are all that sustain me. I mean, the Dushin who arrested me previously called these bizarre tricks. I'll teach them how to look down on these tricks. In any case, I must make some adjustments first, such that I'll be able to begin mass production. Do come and lend me your aid when that comes as right, Volca? So... Oh, I guess we're talking to you again. Ah, Volca Paimon, you arrived. My toy factory shall soon be open. Your factory? Well, I mean, it's just me and my great machine at the moment. So I streamlined the machine's processes. Now production should take a lot less time. Of course, we're not talking about instantaneous levels of speed, but I would at least rate it at rapid. Oh, that sounds impressive. Speaking of which, I made some improvements to the material collector as well. Previously, you need to come back here after each process. I thought that was inefficient, so I made some adjustments. Now it updates the current processes based on your collection progress. Or changes the process based on what we've collected. How should I put this? Let's say that the first process requires 10 Sensetia, the second needs Hydro, the third you will see you defeating 2 Hydros. And let's say you've now collected 10 Sensetias from material collector equipment. Well, in that case, it will consider the materials for the first process collected in full. Then it will... Oh, and then it will automatically start the process of collecting materials for the next stage. Bingo. Well, enter elemental charge mode, which will let you connect Hydro energy. Once it finishes collecting Hydro, it will change processes again. Go on to the third. Yep, all you have to do once that happens is defeat 2 Hydro slimes. That does sound a lot more convenient. Tell me about it. Hold out an all-nighter to improve it, you know? First they call it the ultimate foolproof 3-in-1. This material collector is truly amazing. Why would you give this material collector to us, though? I'm temporarily grounded in Rito, so I can't collect materials at the moment. Come on, help me out here. You can have a bit of the Moro from selling toys and one of the toys for free. Remember the ticket you got? Well, if you can get, it can get you 1 free redemption. Well, as long as you've already created that particular toy model. Excuse me, you mean with all the materials collected and all that effort you put in, we only deserve a bit of Moro and 1 toy? That's preposterous. Let's get out of here, Volca. Wait, how about a bigger share of the profits and 2, maybe 3 toys? Okay, that's it. Go, Paimon. 4, you could have 4, but come on, this is as far as I can go. You could have all of them, really, if only I wasn't in debt. Sadly, I still owe the International Trade Association or some more. Alright, I'll let you off easy this time, scummy boy. Listen, we choose to help because you need help, not for the Moro toys. And your aid is most appreciated. Relief, finally. So that's what the event is. So this entire event is literally just going around with the material collector, doing all of the different...
I guess it's for the better.
there's quest creations, which we've done. Freestyle creation. Product market. Interesting. You can like okay. So you can only get 4 of these. Interesting. Okay, so oh. Well, I think the traveling tripod is probably the best. Got it. Okay. So this is another one of those events where you get like limited time things. So there's always like the treasure steely, right? There's the 2 like treasure steely. There's Endora and all this. Like I have all of these. But this one allows you to get the toys using the voucher. You get to choose what 4 ones that you want. So I essentially get to decide which one I want to get. I mean, traveling tripod is probably the best one, right? Because if it's going to be randomly produced, that means it's probably the rarest. Everything else is just got to make sure that oh, traveling horned owl. The traveling horned owl probably the one to do, and then just getting like different colors. Oh man, that. So I'm gonna have to be freaking choosy about what I want to get. I'm gonna have to be like, oh, I want this, or I want this. All right, well that's fine. Anyway, now it's time. We got an hour left, so let's kind of do some achievement stuff. Time being. First up. Put this on.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Good old Jean. I think the last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna do my Tokiali Tales thing that I typically do, where I just go around finding Tokiali Tales series of stuff that I have not done yet. We'll just do another page and then probably end off the stream. I know this is a bit of a shorter stream, but I have a bunch of stuff I'm trying to work on. And I'm trying not to stream more than 1 game per day. Genshin's kind of an exception, but yeah, I've been actually trying to ease up on how many games I stream per day, purely because I'm trying to get caught up with all the VODs. We're currently at 93 VODs after this game, which is my fault. It's 100% my fault for being behind, so I'm going to try to work on that tonight, and I want to. So.
Let's get the business.
Alright, that's done. So we're gonna grab the book stuff, and then we'll... That way I can get going on what I... Tomorrow will be probably a pretty long stream. Today was only short because I was fucking... Like, we're talking... Kit being exhausted, we're talking, like... Kit really... Oh, sweet. So that one's already gotten. Five. Next one is over here. Gotta look for broken stone pillars. Got a bit of... I think I've already got it. Probably. Cave below the serpent head. Let's see. Here? I think this is the best way. How many of these pages do I have? Oh, I'm only missing 2. I'm missing 2, 1, and 3. That's impressive. But we're still just kind of taking things. Wait a second. I think it's like...
Let me try my blade.
No, sir, I don't want to fight you. I'm trying to find how this... tells me. You actually want to go into the serpent's head? They want? I don't remember how this worked. Hello, that dude. Yeah, I was about to say. I was gonna say it looks like it's down here. It's attached to a... Hey, Gujarai, what are you doing? So it's on a wall. Like, kind of... Sit of something. This one's probably gonna be the hardest to find. Tell you what. Okay. It's in the... So... Is it up there? Or should it actually be up? Like, according to the map, this is kind of vaguely where this person is staying. Oh, okay. There's that. There it is. This page. This page is literally in the strangest spot. Wow, okay. This one says pasted on one of the pillars. South. Oh, this one. Insanely easy, because this one's just right next to the mine. Over here. This is on one of those. I'm gonna guess it's over here. I think that's it right there. Hold the start. I just want this. Boom. Thank you. I must flee. That means I got 27, 28, 29, and 30. All have been gotten. Alright. Some good stuff we got. So, let me get an idea of something here real fast. More crowns would be better. So, all of these guys. Oh my gosh, you also need gold. Of course you do. Let me think this through real fast. I want to check something. Predominantly. You're at 4. You're at 7. Oh, by the way, I didn't really talk about this, but birthdays! I assume you didn't forget whose birthday it is today, little one. Yes, that's right. Today we celebrate the birthday of the Almighty Writing Shogun. Almighty Shogun meditated for a long time and racked her brains out to think of what to write to you, but she didn't find any inspiration in the end. As Eternity's servant and friend, I am, of course, obliged to write this letter on her behalf. I invite you to see her. Here, take this dessert. When you see her, just wish her a happy birthday. Nothing more, nothing less. Understand, little one? Yep, got it. But also, what a coincidence. Well, right after yesterday's letter, here's another one for me. Don't worry, there won't be any tomorrow. Come to think of it, are you too sad about it to read this letter, little one? So rest assured, it won't make any difference whether you read this letter or not, because I don't put sappy words into a letter. You, little one, are a fun person. It would be much more interesting to see your reactions first. Right, here are a few sakura blooms that I collected in my spare time. Preserve them for a long time. You might want to make them into a bookmark. Put it between the pages of your favorite light novel. How about I personally recommend one to you? Because it's Yaimiko's birthday. No. I know. 2.8 Summer Fantasia. That is coming up. For sure. Two point 2.8 is coming up. Wait, let me just kind of check. I don't remember when. Got 9 days left for this wish. So. Is on its way. That is for sure.
Take your pick.
Hello. Don't ask why.
My strength still fails.
Pretty good weapons so far. Overall though, man, I really like this team. This team is actually hella dope. Here's a question. Because I never really check this at all. I want to check this just for a little bit. Because there's something I'm just intrigued by. Yes, I know I haven't done this since 2021. Let me just see. So it's just for beating them. $70. So I've missed out. I don't entirely mind, just because I'm like, it's gonna take a long time to get all the characters, like their weapons and everything. I'm hoping at one point they like kind of ease up on the new characters they release. I know there's gonna be just a shit ton of characters in this game. I understand that, but I would like to max out everybody's like talents at some point. Like that would be nice. Fire damage. Wooden artifacts. So much stuff out. I mean, the other thing too is like I need to get better artifacts for them. Like once I have better artifacts, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. For now though, I think that's just gonna be it for today, honestly. There's not really much else I want to do right now. Like the event is cool and all. There is other stuff that I could be doing, but there's so much time that I have to do all the stuff in this game that I'm not really in any rush. I mean, the only other thing I should really be doing is I need to do Yolan's story quest, which I guess we accidentally started, but it is what it is. And then we also have the hangout events. So next time when we play this game, I think we'll do Yolan's story and just start doing a whole bunch of other quests, just caught up on all of them. Really, I think just the main focus is just going to be all of Leo's quests and getting everything done here in. There's chicken on the ground, buddy. Silly chicken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. Let me do this. This is probably there. So hereafter, all is well. Let me see if I have all. I do have all is well. I don't have Return to Mountains, but that's probably after this. The Cliff Hero's Tale is in the cat. Millennial Mountains we have. Stolen by the Rightful Owner we have. Says He Who We Seek Stone we have. And on the stage behind the stage. So the only one we're missing, or there's 2. Cliffside Heroes Past, Return to the Mountains. Cliffside Heroes Past, excuse me, is like, I think it's like right here or something. And it's part of another quest, so like we will have to do that eventually, and the other hereafter, I believe, is after. So next stream we do of this game, we will focus purely on I just want to see. I have 135 fragile resin. I think I used to have a lot more, but I used it all to power level myself to. And of course, there's trying not to use. All right, so that's pretty much how it's gonna be. So, as far as next stream goes, for the next stream itself, that'll be after I come back from work tomorrow. We'll be doing Fire Emblem 3 Houses and continuing that. However, as far as the next Genshin stream goes, I'm gonna try to do the next Genshin stream probably on Monday, which you know is 4th of July here in the States. I don't think it's gonna be for me on 4th of July, so probably do Genshin then and do all the With that, I'm going to end things off here. I know it's an hour shorter than a typical Genshin stream, but there's still a lot of stuff I have to do, and I want to try to get VODs done ASAP. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the Genshin today. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Gatafi. I'll see you guys next time for some more Ready Gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.